pictured fairy bubble.
That's the one.
Bauble.
Bauble, it says.
There you go, you're live.
Here we are.
There you go.
Well, if you put it there so I can see the picture and if it's distorted.
Well, I'm not on the internet, so...
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll knock the internet off my phone. I'm going to put my mobile data's on. I want to show you guys something. Oh, hi everybody, didn't you realise I was live? Oh, I didn't realise I was live. How is everybody doing today? So, if you've been watching my videos, I can see the live chat. So, if you want to come on and pop on and say hello, I am there. Hi, Polly. Hi, Divya. No, wait, no, let me try and get the name pronounced right. Divana? No. Davida. Polly will tell me now. Oh, Divana might. No. Dave. Oh. No, it's not Divana. Davida. Is it Davida? Just type yes if it's Davida. Hi, Angie Brown. Hi, Jen. Hi, Ava. You had it right. Divana. Divana. Yeah? Right, Claire, you got it right. I know, I am trying. I do try very hard with names. I do. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Jen. Hi, Angie Brown. Divana. No. Davida. I think it's pronounced Davida. I may be totally and utterly wrong. Yay, Davida. Right, okay. Thank you. I know. Please don't take offence if I can't say your name properly. I really try hard with names. In fact, when I even get it wrong, I like rehearse it at night. So the following day, I can click it and my mind will click. Once I've got it sort of rehearsed in my head a couple of times, I'll have it pinpoint perfect. But please don't get offence in any way, shape or form. That goes for anybody if I say your name wrong. Because I do try really hard when it comes to names. Bless your heart. Oh, bless. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. I've raised you up slightly. I've got something to share. Would you like to see? Shannon's gonna... Let me just kiss. I'm on YouTube. Shh. YouTube just told me I've been sending too many messages. What a cheek. What? Hi everyone. I didn't realise YouTube could do that. Tell Chris I said hi. I will do, Angie. He's watching the film, so he's not on the internet tonight, which means no interruptions. Right. Do you want to let in on my secret? Let me get it up on my phone. I'm going to try and get up my little secret. It came up all in red. Did it now? See, you've been up to mischief again, Polly. Right. Tell me if you can see. I'm going to zoom in so you can get a real good close-up of what I'm trying to show you. Can you see? Or do I need to go a bit closer? The glare off the... Let me turn the glare down. There, that's better. Can anybody see that? I've never heard of that. I know, Polly's always in trouble. It's all pixelated. Right, wait a sec then. Turn the cam. Now can you see? Just having a look on my phone and having a look on the computer to see whether you can see what I'm seeing. You can sort of make it out. If I go up real slowly, you can sort of make out that they're doilies. Can anybody see that? I'll really try really hard. It's the glare of the... Can see a doily. Right. They are all doilies. So you got one there, one there. This is my secret, Shan. I didn't tell Shannon my secret earlier. Doilies, yep, Ava, you're correct. Right, you can see, can everybody see that? These at the back are Irish linen. Some of them are pillowcases, some of them are in the original packet. Some of the doilies are vintage doilies. And Colette has got all them. There's, I'll tell you how many there is. It was job lot, because I tapped into eBay, doilies job lot. Now if you do that, you'll be surprised what comes up. If you tap in doilies job lot, you'll only get about 10-15 listings at most. But if you tap in vintage doilies job lot, there's tons of posts. Now I was eager beaver, you can sort of see it there. I was eager beaver this morning, and this was up for bid. It had been up for bid for 2 days, and I'd been watching and really watching it. Hi Sharon. I'd been really watching it really closely, and the bid started at about £10-11. Hi Gargoyle. Sometimes they're only 50p. Oh wow. Well, you've had bargain if you get them at 50p. Well, anyway, I tapped it in, and they came up as this job lot. Now, like I say, I've been watching it for 2 days, and the price that they had on it did start 99p, then somebody whacked it up to £10, and then I bidded right at the very last second, like 10 seconds to go to the listing. I bidded, and then I did a maximum bid, and then that's how I won it. So I've won job lot of 30 vintage linen appliques and doilies, including Irish linen pillowcase. It's still all in the packaging, and I got that for £13. Woohoo! Woohoo! So I'm dead excited. I cannot wait for that to come. So when it comes, I'll let you all know. Contracts collect WDG. What does WDG stand for? Hi Angie Brown. Hi Sharon. Hi Alina. Oh wow, that's a wonderful part. Right. Does Shannon mean the... Congratulations. Way to go. Well, that's what it stands for. I'm not down with the crew with spelling. Blinking egg, you could have been spelling Dipsy Annie, I wouldn't have known. So anyway, I can't wait for that to come. I thought I'd share that with you. Would you like to see anything else I had in the post this week? Who would like to see? It is top secret. I'll show you. Oh, well, you know I had a parcel of Sharon, and you know I had one of Polly. Both I have been using non-stop. You told me that you told me that 3 times. Oh, hello. Yes, I thought that you couldn't see me, Angie. That's why I said hello. Right. So the other thing that came. Now I'm going to zoom you out a little bit before I start my project. I did want you to see this. Was this. I'm going to open it. And now I didn't grab it for £2.50. I know it says that on the packet. This is Hanky Dory Vintage Journey, and in the pack it contains 3 grams of A4 foiled die cut topper sheet, 3 grams sheet of acid foiled A4 cardstock, and 1 sheet of printed A4 cardstock. So this would be, now I'm going to try and get it right. Right, these are the die cuts, obviously, because you can take these out and you've got all these pretty things to look at. And the list just goes on and on and on and on. So you got all them, right? So there's, out of those die cuts, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 die cuts there, right? Then you get that paper, which is the printed A4 cardstock. Beautiful pattern on that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I got the acid foiled A4 cardstock because of the gold trim at the top. So I had all that for eBay. I was telling you that I was glad that you won. Oh, that's what you were saying. Oh, I love that paper. I love that paper, Divana. Did good on your yards. Did good on our yard sale. Well, I'll ask about your yard sale in a second, Angie, because I have been thinking. So, I had those 2 papers and the die cuts from eBay for 99p. Reconnecting. That was me. I was pressing buttons. I'm sorry, guys. I had all that for 99 pence, free postage. And all I tapped into eBay was, I was looking for vintage die cuts. And this came up. And it was on bid and I won it. But it was on 99 pence. So I thought that was a wee bargain. So I've had that this week. I've had all the goodies from Shannon. Thank you, Shannon, once again. In fact, I'm going to be using one of the goodies tonight that you sent over. And I had some goodies off Polly. Thank you, Polly. Love Hunky Dory. The paper is really beautiful. It is, both guys, it is. Yep, it is. What else did I have? I had something else. I can't think what I had now. My mind's gone totally blank. I had some glue sticks through the door. I had the Hunky Dory stuff. I've had Shannon stuff and I've had Polly stuff. And if I remember halfway through tonight, I will let you all know. Because I can't remember now what I bought and received and bought. You know what I'm trying to say. So, did anybody figure out, if anybody's watched the parcel that Polly sent over, it's actually got my name on the top, in case you're all trying to figure out what the writing is. Is it sold in the States? Hunky Dory should be. I went on eBay for that, so you should be able to get it. I would say, yeah. Have a look, because like I said, I had a look on what people were bidding rather than buy now on eBay. I just find if it's bidding, you seem to get a lot more for your money when you're bidding, because half the time people don't know the prices. So yeah. Polly said you must get to know your postman very well. Well, postman's frightened of our dog. Our dog is about yay high. She's only a little bichon. I keep meaning to do a video with all our animals in, because I know a couple of you have asked about my animals, and I always mention them in every video. And I keep meaning to do a video where they're all in one video to show you all my animals. But yeah, he's actually frightened of her. Because what happens is he posts them through the door and she goes, woo, 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 woo. And he thinks there's this big German Shepherd dog the other side. Oh, and he jumps like from the door all the way to the end of the gate. He's really frightened. Yeah. So Ava says that they have a shop by me. We went yesterday, lots of hunky-dory goodies. Can you remember what the shop was called, Ava? Was it Hobbycraft? But then again, you've got, over in the States, you've got Walmart. And what's the other nice shop that you've got over there? I can't think off the top of my head. There's two main shops that I know of in the States. One's called Walmart, and the other one, I can't think. But try having a look in there. No, Pauline, Manchester Hunter is made in Preston. Right. This. Polly sent this over, and I did ask you all in the video, what do you guys think why do you think she's sent it over? Any ideas at all? Any ideas? Hiya, Diana. I've seen sure but getting in USA at your UK. I've seen of sure about getting it in USA. It's here. Right. This was sent over in case I lose this. This will work just as well. And it's the lid. Am I allowed to say, Polly, what is the lid of? All I'll say is the lid of a medical equipment. But basically you put your finger in it, and if you haven't got one of them, it'll work just as well because it's plastic. So I'm going to be using that tonight. Now, stop yassing, Colette. Everybody's trying to figure out what you're going to make. Oh yes, I'm allowed to say. Right. Polly sent me a little note to go with it. The little note said, what is this you... Oh, right. It's a open lid, lol, but I have found it fits my fingers. And I have used it to dab on hot glue when can't find the pink finger protector. Lol, it works just as well. Now, it's it's just the lid of one of Polly's medical equipment. And yeah, you put your finger in here, you can dab it. So if you've got I don't really want to say because I don't know whether I'm allowed to, but it's the lid of a medical equipment. That's all I'll say. Yeah, Shannon sent me over this. It's a bauble. Now, Angie received one, Sharon received one, and I've received one. And Inspiration Crafts in Preston, UK, Stings Hunter Dory. There we are. Well, I'm guessing you ladies can let the ladies from the States know where to get those hunky-dory tags from. But I would go on to eBay. It's worth a look on there anyway. I am in Southern California. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, you can see why you're asking now. Well, what shops have you got? What craft shops have you got over there? Is it like... Is your craft shops a bit like... I'm trying to think of a craft shop you would know. You would know of Hobbycraft, would you? Hobby Lobby, there we are. That's the one I was trying to think of. Try Hobby Lobby. They might have them in there, hunky-dory. And Michael's, yeah, there we are. Hobby Lobby, I would say. Try Hobby Lobby, because I know Hobby Lobby's quite a big place, isn't it? Have a look in there. Joann's, yeah, have you heard people say about Joann's? Walmart, am I pronouncing that right? Or, yeah, I don't know whether I'm pronouncing that one right. But I know there's Walmart as well. But try Hobby Lobby. They might have them in there. Right, Shannon sent me this over. It's a bauble. As you can see, it's a bauble. Now, it comes apart. Literally, you lift the lid up. You prise it apart. take the card out, and then you've got the back. Now you could use it. I think you're supposed to use it like this. So you put it in, you put the lid on, and you use it like that. Round, yeah, everybody's with me. But Colette doesn't do simple, so I want to use the same bauble twice. Any ideas how I'm going to do that? Right, I've only got one of these, but I've only got one of these too. Now, this is the card that was in between. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the acetate glass tonight, and then perhaps I'll use that in another live. But I've got an idea what I want to do with it, and to do it I need the glass bit. So I will use that bit, and I can make another bauble out of that. I can make it probably the same way as I've got it in my head. So I'm going to leave them there for you to see, the top of the lid, the cardboard. I'll put that over there. Now the other thing I picked up today, went down the shop for groceries, and it came back with something with craft. How does that one work out? So these are what I'm going to show you now. They're called cupcake wraps. Now I have seen them. You can get them in any design. You can get them any thicknesses. You can get them tall, thin, shape. You can get them any shape, size. Have a look in your grocery shop, or they may be a little bit expensive in a craft shop. So try your grocery shop first. So I picked up these. Now there's 10 in a pack, and it's got butterflies on. Can anybody see that? And basically what you're supposed to do, there's like a little slot where this goes in. Let me show you. Right, and then that goes round your cupcake. Pretty little cupcake that would make, wouldn't it? I don't think I'd ever want to bite into it. But anyway, they're made of card. They're not made of anything to eat. But why is it always like this when we crafters go shopping? No matter whether it's grocery, clothes, shops or whatever, we end up buying craft supplies. I don't know, I was asking myself the same question today. Chris went, "Are you baking cakes?" I went, "No and yes." You went, "Colette, these are cupcake designs." I went, "Right, if I can put them in the basket and I make you an apple crumble, can we go to the checkout and buy them?" He went, "Only if you make me an apple crumble." So I made him the apple crumble. That's what we had for dessert for tea. And I bought these. Anyway, so there's 10 in a pack, and see, that's how they're supposed to look like, round cupcakes. But I'm going to be using them on my bauble, and I'm going to make my bauble. I haven't decided yet whether it's going to be 3D or 2D. It might be 3 because of the shape of the bauble. Hiya, Angie Paisley. So this is what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to put these aside because I won't need these just for now. I'll probably need that for a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little scissors. Rosie, if the world could see you right now, well. Right. Now these butterflies have got 3 layers. And on the bottom layer, I'm going to point this out to you. It has, love the cupcake wraps, they're so pretty. Thank you, Deanna. Right, and on the bottom layer, it's got a straight line, butterfly, a flower, butterflies, and then flower. So I want, on this bauble, now if I was to stick that there, which is where it's going, it's going to come up to about half of the bauble. Now because I want to give this bauble a bit of depth, I don't know whether it's going to be so much of a Christmas bauble, but it'll be my bauble. Sorry I'm late, I was just coming home from shopping. Did you pick up any craft stuff? I did. Hi Shirley. So what I want to do is these butterflies, if you notice, if I hold them on the back of my hand, you've got a whole butterfly there, and then you've got a half and small ones. They're all different sizes, which is why I fell in love with them when I saw them today. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I want to put that on the end of my bauble, and I want to make sure that my butterflies end on the end of my bauble. Where did you get that lace? What lace? These are not lace, they are cupcake wraps out of your local grocery shop. They're not lace. They look like lace, don't they? No, but I'm saying to the ladies, you have these around cupcakes that you don't expect me to bite into them. I think I'd want to keep my my cupcakes if this was around my cupcakes. Right, I'm going to cut some butterflies out, and I'm going to, for now, keep the edge in. Now you can pick them up in any shape, size you want. You can even pick them up from the pound shop. Now remember I just said that, see, that does go all the way around, but the thing is, that's looking a bit, if I held it that way, that would look a bit, you'd have to know the butterflies were there on the end. So what I need to do is I need to bring my butterflies up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back on here. I might have to cut another strip out, and that's okay. Actually, no, I won't, because I'm going to use this and what I've got in front of me. So I'm going to follow the shape of the bauble and follow the shape of my butterflies. Now they're made of card, they're not made of anything nothing sugary or nothing nothing else. That's what I'm trying to say. I think that one needs to be stuck there, so I'm going to cut that one out, and I'm not going to cut them in singular. I just want to do them in a strip if I can. So that's the top of my bauble. So if you look, my butterflies will be there, but don't forget I'm going to make it like 3D. Never seen them before. Where did you get them? I got them from my local grocery shop, but I have seen them in the pound shop. But just make sure the ones you've picked up are made of card, because if they're made of sugar, you'll end up eating them rather than using them. Right, I'm going to put my butterflies in my tray. Now I want my butterflies to be in a colour. Now the picture that I'm going to use as my backdrop is one of these graphic 45 images that Angie Paisley sent me over, and I'm going to use her for the reason she's kneeling down, which if I was to put the butterflies here, because you can imagine the bauble being there, it makes it look as if she's looking at the butterflies. Does that make sense? Eating craft supplies, they all them on Wish and eBay. Yeah, definitely on Wish or eBay, or you can get them. You can pick them up for £1. They come in all different shapes. Honestly, I had mine from my local grocery store, but so there's no really point me telling you the grocery store I've got in case you haven't got it. But I have seen them in the pound shop, and they just come in strips like this. And just for me showing Angie Paisley, because I know she arrived late, they join up like that, like a cup, and then they go round your cap. Do you know what I mean? YVW. Why don't you? You? No, that doesn't make sense. Thank you. Shan, I'm totally lost. I'm not down with the spelling. That's what they look like. And then when they're wrapped around cakes, they look like that. See? You're very welcome. Thanks, Shan. Right, can you use this image? Now, because she's got green in that, I want the butterflies to have a bit of colour to them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my bauble out. I am going for a brush, leaning across you guys, a brush. Now, Chris hasn't bought me any new brushes, you know. You could either do it two ways, which I've got in my head. This colour that I've got in here now is Cosmetic Shimmer Spray. I am using Soft Moss. I put 2 blobs of school PVA glue in, and I filled the dressing pot because that's what I usually use to get my colours right. I filled it half full of water, so I can predict what kind of colour that's going to be. Now let me show you something. I want to quickly show you something before we start so that you know the difference. Now let me get a sheet of paper. I'm going to use, no, I was not going to use that. Right, new tablet in caps. I've got the broken brushes, beautiful. Yes, you are, Ava, you got the jar, the one I cut up. Right, this is what happens. Now, I'm going to dry that. I just want to show you something. Now I have glue. I just want to show you something. So let me just dry this quickly. Come on. That's good. It's a secret code. Right. That's what it looks like when I've sprayed it. Right? So I've sprayed it with cosmetic. I haven't mixed nothing. Now nothing's mixed in that bottle except cosmetic shimmer spray, and it's come straight from sort of the factory. Now what I've done in here, I've filled half the pot up with water, a dab of PVA glue in, and I've only put a few drops of cosmetic shimmer in because I didn't want it dark. Watch what happens now. No, this is not gonna, is this gonna show? Let me, no, it's pink. Lipstick. Right, I'm going to dry that. I might have to add a bit of colour in. Right, that's hardly got any colour in now. That's why I added it in the pot. Because if I sprayed just straight from the bottle, I can't control how much colour I want in. And as that happens, that's giving me a really light pale green. That's giving me a dark pale green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of colour in. Now I did that on purpose because I wanted to demonstrate the difference between having it in the bottle and having it a little bit more in and having it in a pot, because you more or less, if you think about it, they've had more colour than they have cosmetic shimmer, and then that's what gives you the real dark caps. I hate the boot keyboard, can't type on it. Are you guys talking about typing? So dab my brush in there now. I go again, you can sort of see the colour building. Now I know it looks wet, but wait, the magic will happen on the side. Just subscribe to your channel. Mercy Arts and Crafts. Oh, Divana, that's lovely. I'm glad you guys are showing support. While I'm doing this, I want to tell you about the channels I've been watching this week. And I usually tell you guys who I've been watching. I've been watching Angie Paisley. Can you see what I mean? Now, if you did want it that dark, don't do water. Just do PVA glue. And all you're doing is layering it. Now, the colour would work a little bit better on some fabric. So I've got some doilies here. So can you see how the colour is beginning to show? See that? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the other side for you guys to see. It's probably not coming up on card. There, that's what I wanted. This side is done with a brush and this side is done with me spraying it. Can you see what I mean about having control over your own cosmetic shimmer? Visitors watching, but convert for a bit. Oh bless. Sorry, Ollie, that you can't see the keypad because I can't use mine on my phone. Hi, Lisa. Oh wow. Well, welcome, Lisa. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. I do lives every Tuesday and Saturday here on YouTube at 7 o'clock. We are a bit of a crazy family. It's a really nice craft family. We call it a craft family. And yeah, I do different projects and the ladies will tell you what they feel about us. But welcome, Lisa. Welcome to my channel. It's really nice to have you join us. So that's what I mean about the difference in colour. I quite like the pale effect. I tend not to spray my bottle if I can help it. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want that to be wasted, I'm going to trail it in here. And then I'm going to put this in the bin. I don't want it to be wasted. But I just wanted to show you the difference. Tonight we're not wild yet. Oh, well, you haven't heard what's coming. Right. Now I'm going to give my little butterflies a bit of a green effect. So I want the picture on my bauble to be just as pretty as the butterflies. And because I'm using cosmetic shimmer, they'll shine. Don't that look pretty? I'm going to do this little one quickly. So, if any newbies are watching or have just tuned into us, like Lisa, I am making a captured fairy bauble. That's what I'm doing. Right, put this back on, and I'm going to plug my glue gun in, and then I'm going to stick these butterflies to the glue gun because I want also to emboss it. Oh dears. Right, now my Gonna move that to the side a minute. Now my butterflies have dried. And literally all I've done, like I say, used my own mix in that little pot. So that was half water, 2 dollops of PVA school glue, and I've poured some of the cosmetic shimmer into the pot. Right, so that's what I've done. I'm gonna emboss it now. I have got silver pearl embossing, and I tend to use a Creelando pen. Now this pen has got a thick one side and a thin the other. It's my glue for the embossing stuff to go on. But before that embosses, I need to wipe this out before I start embossing, because I know that yeah, using cosmetic this way is great. You can also have more. You can also have more shades. That's yeah, that's it. Because when you're painting the appliques, you can. I find when I'm using a brush, and especially because I'm mixing my own sort of mixture up, the spray lasts longer. My shimmer won't spray. Had to put it in another bottle. Neither mine won't either. One of my bottles won't. When I press the button, the shimmer comes down the side of the bottle. It's just how they're made, come from the factory it is. Right, so I've got some glue here now. This is my embossing glue. And because I just want the wings of my butterflies embossed, I'm going to go around it with this glue stick. Now I had my glue stick with, I'm trying to think now, with my in heat gun. That's what I had mine with. Now these cards have already got a shimmer to them. You'll find when you if you pick yours up. Now this is silver pearl. Right. Oops, come on. While that's sort of set in there, I'm going to do the other side. And it's just a pen, it is. And that's what I use for my glue. But you can use glue, oh god, you can use any type of sort of glue as long as it holds the shimmer. Right. Now this little guy hasn't got nothing on. That's how I did on Nicolette. Oh ladies, do you know what? I'm going to see somebody, and we were talking about the tricks I play on Chris. Don't I play some tricks on Chris? I had cheap catalogue to spray colours. It prevents the little pump to... I had cheap cologne to the spray book colours. Oh wow. It helps the little pump to... prevents the little pump to clog. Alcohol in general works. And no, that's something I've never used. But that's a good tip, Gargoyle, Elena. My cosmetic shimmer sprays to that Shannon. I put a glass bead in mine when they knew now to mix the mica when shaking the bottle. You put a glass bead? What's the glass bead got to do with the... Susan says, can try running the nozzle under the warm tap after you unscrew it. Of course, sometimes the shimmer clogs up. Polly says, I'll try that, Susan, but it turns round and around and think it's broken. I'll have to try that, Elena. I missed what Shannon said. What does Shannon say? Let me go in back up, I can't see. So I'm now unboxing. And, oh, right, the tricks I was playing on Chris. We were talking about it. Do you know the trick? I've played some tricks on Chris. One year, he thought he was having an Xbox. And I had an old PlayStation. And I packed my PlayStation up for Christmas. And I handed it to him on Christmas Day. Now, for anybody who knows what an Xbox does, you'll know what I'm trying to say. And he unravelled it on Christmas. And of course he unravelled the PlayStation. I knew fully well that he didn't want one. And he's unravelling, he's going, Colette, I didn't really want a PlayStation. And I said, well, what do you want me to do with it, Chris? I bought it now. And he's going, oh, right, so you never got me an Xbox? I went, no, never got you an Xbox. Oh, right. And you could sort of hear the disappointment now in his little voice. Anyway, I kept it up all day long. The fact that he had this PlayStation, when was he going to plug it in, and all the rest of it. Christmas night, so I made him go all day. Christmas night, I give him his Xbox, and I went, Chris, I think this is what you're looking for. So he opened it up, he went, phew, I thought I was going to have to play the PlayStation. I've done some mean things. One year I hid all his presents. So we woke up to nothing in the living room because we're like big kids at Christmas. One year I hid everything, every last present. And he woke up and there was sort of a clue, and then he'd find a present. Then there was another clue to find another present, sort of thing. And the first clue was something you never use, something I always do, something you dye red, pink, from me to you, or something. It sounded like that, right? And he's like, Claire, can't you just give me my presents like a normal person? I was like, no, why would I want to do that? I'm not normal. Anyway, there he was, bless him, looking now, right, thinking, oh, where the as she's hid these presents. Well, I made him look, and I made him look and look and look. And he got to the washing machine and he found a present in the washing machine. Then there was a clue to find the next present, and it kept him going for 2 hours. 2 hours running around the house looking for presents that I had hid. Another year, oh, but I'm not normal. I'm not normal, Polly. Definitely not normal. Gaga says, ha ha, you're a beautiful couple because you play and laugh a lot. Oh, thank you, Elena. You must be on Santa's naughty list, Colette. I'm always on Santa's naughty list. Always. Now, I've plugged my glue gun in 1 year. Oh, I've got to tell you this. 1 year. Chris likes playing rugby. Rugby is like, it's a real tackling sport, and basically there's a lot of pushing and shoving for the ball, and yeah. Anyway, he likes watching rugby. He would never play rugby. So 1 year now he's really getting into watching rugby, and I, end of November, and he said, Claire, what have you got me for Christmas? I said, well, Chris, do you want me to tell you? I went, yeah, I want you to tell me. I said, all right then, Chris, since you're asking. So I says, I got you 6 weeks of rugby lessons. Rugby lessons. And he went, what? I went, I got you 6 weeks of rugby lessons. Be a bit more grateful. A lot of thought went into that. So he's like, Glad. bearing in mind I have to keep a straight face, right? He went, Colette. I went, yeah. He went, I don't play rugby. I watch it. I said, yeah, but you got so much into it that I thought you might like to play it. That was the worst bit. So he says, when's it for? I said, oh, the end of November. So I guess the end of November now, and I'd worked him up over these coming weeks about him going to play rugby. I even went into the rugby shop and bought him a pair of old rugby socks. And I said, oh, you can wear your football boots to play rugby. Don't worry, all this. So he says, Colette, when's it for again? He said, I have to go. I said, yes, of course you have to go. I've paid for you to have 6 weeks of this. Don't be so ungrateful. So anyway, one night, I said, Chris, you ready for your rugby lesson? He went, it's tonight. I went, yeah, it is. It's tonight. Now, my mum knew everything about what was going on, right? And I said to Chris, it's tonight at 7 o'clock. My uncle's going to be picking you up at 7 o'clock. What, tonight? I went, yes, Chris, tonight. Don't be so ungrateful. It's tonight at 7. So anyway, he says to me, they won't push me around too much, will they? I said, well, that depends. And he went, on what? I said, well, that depends if you let them. Let them. Anyway, so 7 o'clock comes now, and he's got his coat, and he's got his shoes, and he's got his socks on, and he's all geared up to go. And he says, it's definitely tonight. I said, definitely tonight. So he gets his socks on and he gets his shoes on. He sits there now in his coat. 7 o'clock comes. And I go out of the room because I'm laughing my head off because he's actually believed what I'm saying, and he sat there in his coat and socks. I didn't drop it at that. Why would I drop it at that? So anyway, 7:30 comes. And he's like, oh, I'm getting out of my coat. He said, your uncle's definitely on his way. I said, oh, I'll go and check now. So he goes out the room and he comes back in. I said, yeah, he's definitely on his way. So he sits there now, definitely in his coat still and his socks. 8 o'clock comes and he's like, Colette, you said 7. I'm going to be late. And he said, you're not winding me up now. I said, no, I'm not winding you up. It's definitely. Why would I wind you up over something I've paid for? Oh, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, perhaps you're not winding me up because it's something you've paid for. And 8:30 comes. 9 o'clock passes, and he's still in his coat and his socks and his shoes. And he's sitting there and he's going, your uncle hasn't arrived, Colette. I said, no, he hasn't arrived. I said, I'll give him a ring. So we went back and forth, and he's going, have you got a bad stomach? I went, oh, yeah, terrible bad stomach. I was back and forth the bathroom, howling, laughing, because he was still sat in his coat and his shoes and his socks and all the rest of it. Anyway, he comes in, and 9:30 comes, and he's still sat in his socks and his shoes. 10 o'clock comes, and I'm howling, laughing, because he's really getting agitated, and he's like, I would have missed it by now, Colette. I said, oh, yeah, it's lucky then you're not going then. It was so funny. It was so funny. I had him go in for the duration of the day, and then when he actually found out that I was messing about, he took it with a pinch of salt. He said, oh, I should have known better. You always play tricks on me. And I'm like, yep. What wife wouldn't? Oh yeah. So this year, every year I play a trick on him. And this year I'm going to have to come up with something else. Perhaps I can tell him all you guys are coming to stay. What do you reckon? Do you think you'll fall for that? Right, so I've stuck the butterflies in the bottom now. You can probably see. Now I need the inside of my lid now because I want to take the inside of my lid. So yeah. Divana is out. You made him suffer for hours. Yes, I did. Too right. I'm sure you've already plotted something for Christmas. Well, it hasn't. These things fall, see, in place. He said something and I go, oh, now wouldn't that be a good idea if? And that's how it happens. Right, what I've done is because I want that image to be my background image. I'm going to put the bauble, instead of using the card for a second, over my fairy picture before anybody says something. And I'm going to draw. Now Chris has been at my pencils again. Right. Oh, there it is. Divana is asking, what time is it where you're all at? That's a good question. I think it's coming up to 8 o'clock. Yeah. So I'm going to just draw around my image. Now I've got the bauble shape. I need to cut that out. Now I don't know where Shannon got these baubles from. That you'd have to ask her, but I think I have seen them in the shops. Oh, I might not be a complete circle. I might not have cut it. I don't know. Yeah, look, see? 5:58 UK, 7:57 Kent, almost 3 PM here. Oh wow. Time for ordering my Chinese, Sharon says. Right, I'm coming. Now, because I want to make it a dimensional side of it. When you make things 3D or 2-dimensional, the dimensional part comes from looking at it. So if you look at it, say if I was to look at something flat and I want a dimension, you need to either bring the picture forward or you would follow the picture behind. Now, because I'm going to give her dimension for things being in front of her, that's what the dimension is. So when you're doing dimension, think either do I want to look at it so the pattern is at the front, or do I want to look at it so the pattern continues at the back and make her my front. So I'm going to make her my back, not my front. So what I'm going to do is even though I'm using this as a background, I've got some clear acetate next to me. And all I'm going to do is wreck the joint. Put them in there. Right, all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my acetate and glue it all the way around. Like I say, when I thought of doing, when Shannon mentioned that she was going to send me these baubles, the first idea that came into my head, was miniatures. And when I thought about doing one tonight, I was thinking, do you know what? When you look at a bauble, especially when, I like things textured. I like to look at things from a different dimension. So when I'm looking at things, if something has got me looking 10 times, if I can look at something 10 times over and still get something new, then I love it for eternity. That's the kind of thing what about you guys? Do you guys think like that? Or is it just meat crackers? Where can you get these baubles? Right, Shannon! I knew somebody was going to ask that. I'm going to put some hot glue just at the top. And I'm going to continue the hot glue all the way around. Oops. Sorry guys, I forgot to knock the sound off. I'm going to put my light on in a minute. See? And all I've done is, because I'm using my mat, I'm just gluing it on the edge. Right. I'm going to let that sit for a while and come back to it. Now it is a bit scruffy around the edges, see? But with that I can tidy it up. Aren't they photo baubles? I don't know. I don't know the baubles. Let me put this light on, otherwise you guys are going to be watching me in the dark if I don't. Let's see if I can find the light. Oh, there it is. If I read out Shannon's comment, she said she had them as a job lot of craft items, but I think you can get them online. I will look it up. That's what she's just said. So I'm going to follow my bauble round. Now it has got a bit of hot glue on it, but that's because the next bit of my bauble, I don't want anything getting on the picture, but I still want you to be able to see the picture when I put my other dimension on. Right, and I'm not bothered by the back so much. If it's a bit, you know, I'm not bothered by the back one bit. I say I'm picking it. Now let me empty this, otherwise things are falling. I'm going to empty this. These trays are brilliant. If anybody's ever got one of these, I use mine for a lot of things. Not just embossing, but if I want something glittered, I will put it in the tray, and it prevents it from going on the table. Get my little pot here, and you unscrew the cap. No, this is where clay gets everywhere. Unscrew the cap and pull it off, and then you just empty your contents into the little pot. I don't know what these are called, but they're brilliant little trays. Right, that'll do. Here's the lid. Right, back to the lid again. Now I gave my, can you see the butterfly shimmering? I can. Right, and the inside, I want to make the bottom into like a little garden. Yep, on eBay, enter Baubles Crafts and search. Oh, there we are. Thank you, Shannon. Yep, thought it would be a good idea for the grandchildren on Mum's Sell for Christmas personalised sewing. Yeah. Yeah, you could. Polly's just said, Brainwave, you could make one of these trays, excuse me, from plastic milk bottles. Or, yeah, tray. Yeah, of course you could. Right, I'm going to make the little bottom into a garden. Because of the fairy and the way she's looking down, this is what she's going to look like. But because I want to give her a little bit more dimension, see, and it almost looks as if she's looking on those butterflies. So at the bottom here, I have got some Oasis. Now, you don't have to use Oasis, you can use anything. And I've also got, this is some matting. And basically all you do, for miniatures anyway, you just cut it up. Now, my Oasis is like a nightmare to get out of this. That'll do. Right. Now I'm going to cut my, this is the type of matting that you would put down on your kitchen table. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark with my pencil, fold it in half because I've already cut it to a dimension. I'm going to mark where the inside of the bauble stops, not the outside. There's the inside and that's the outside. So I need to mark where the inside is. And then I also need to mark where the bottom is. And then on the inside again. And then that way I can cut it. Right. And then there. Now that should fit in there. Perfect. See? Can everybody see that? So I'm going to glue. I have got a little bit of a gap. I'm not too bothered by that because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my grass. Now I bought miniature grass or stems. See these type of stems? And see if I can find them. You could use raffia for this, but you don't have to use the stems I got. Bear with me because I'm going to get my stems out. Or would this work? Where's that? Yeah, I think I'm going to use some of this. It's leaf. Oh, it's fabric leaf it is. I bought mine in a packet. What I'm going to do is cut some off. See? And it's just on a strand. Oh, it's not such a brainwave after all, Sharon. I have to watch before making a mess with milk bottles. Love how the fairy bauble is looking. Thank you, Shannon. Half milk bottle works. I did a video on that once. Loving the colours. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Polly. Goggle, don't forget to take the milk out of the carton. Yeah, can you imagine? Right. I've got a little bit of gap. I'll show you what I mean. Now, in the right at the very front, can you see where it's not touching the glass the bauble? Now, I could shape it for it to touch, but because I don't want it to touch, as in touch, instead, I'm going to use this to my advantage. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick some of this grass string. Now this might work, it might not. Right, and then so it sort of almost looks like that I'm giving it a bit of a dimension even though it's a bauble. Put a little bit there. I'll tell you what I could do. Just add a brainwave. Just add a brainwave. So if I put that in there, like that. Oh, wait a sec. Can you see what I mean? Don't worry about that gap there because that will be filled in a second. Or you could do it that way and cut it. What do you guys think? Should I do it that way and fill the front? My fingers stop moving. So do it that way and then fill that gap. Or shall I do it that way? Charity Viva, you are a great... Bye, Diviva. Divana. Have a great weekend. Plastic bottles for pen brush holder trays. Oh, so many clever ideas. Videos, please. Oh, bless. Yeah, pen brush holders. Oh, my days. The way you cut it, the first way. So that way. The way I cut it. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to put a little bit more grass stem here, I think. Now I might use this oasis, or I think I've got something else that I can use. I must admit, Shannon, when you said, oh, Shannon did mention that she was going to send it me, the bauble, when she first mentioned the idea, and I was so, oh, I could see sort of, not sure which way. Well, this is the first way. That's the first way. I have to cut that one down. That one's a bit too long. See? And then let me just cut this down. Now what I'm going to do is, because if I put that in like it is and put glue on each end, what will happen is the glue will dry quicker than my hands can go inside it. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, and I'm going to put it just there, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue, come on, that way. Oh, come on. Right. Whoever that is, I can't answer. I'm crafting. Do you ever guys get that when you're crafting? See? I'm not bothered by that in the middle, because I'm going to fill it up now. So that isn't stuck, and the reason it hasn't stuck is I think I've unplugged my glue gun. I have to. That's why it wasn't sticking. Do it the right way. Any way that works. Any way that works. Leave that warm up. Now I've got some of this grass stuff. That's what I'm going to put at the bottom. Yeah, normally you collects ping. Normally it's from me. Is that what you just said, Chan? I won't ring anymore then. No, man, yeah, I know you're messing. I think it's one or two people. I think it's either my mum or it's my brothers. Right, I've got some butterflies at the front. I'm going to stick some butterflies. Well, not too many. I just want enough. I'm going to knock the sound off now in a minute. Driving me insane. Right. I'm going to put the butterflies just on the edge there. So when they're inside the bauble, let me just turn my lights off, because that's irritating me. I don't know about you guys. Right. See? And when it's inside, it'll look more butterflies. Let me just stick this in. And I'm going to stick the other side in. Oh, I was laughing so hard the other night when I was on live here. We had such a good time. We always do mind when we're on live. There. Can you see that? Now, the bottom bit hasn't got anything in. Because this I've made sort of a closed, which I have with my mat. fact, it's that close I can't ping it back out. There. Right. I'm going to tip it upside down and then I'm going to put some of this grass stuff in. Not too much, just enough. Now this is miniature grass. And then I'm going to glue it shut. And you're probably thinking, Clet, that's going to shake in there. Well, it will and it won't. Because, right, there. You see the grass at the bottom? Now, the way I'm going to close that up is, I could either do two ways. I could either put another butterfly on there like so, or I can take my what do you call it, mat, and I could how can I close that up? Do you know, I didn't even think about that. About it being open. Let me see. Any suggestions, ladies? Any suggestions? Can you close it with glue? I was just thinking now with the glue, with the... There's only a small gap, but that's going to move if I don't do anything. I don't want it to move. Oh, I know what I could use. I got a waste sprayer. Might cover those butterflies. That I can fix in a sec. Yeah, it does cover them. But if I push it down, I just need something small to prod. Because I have got, there. I have got some miniature trees. Right. So we'd like that so far. So the grass at the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I've got some, just want to check something. If it doesn't work, I'll take it out. No, she's going to not going to get covered. I would try placing the image behind and see how it looks. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave the grass loose instead of trying to make it stick at the bottom. I'm going to leave it loose. And I know I've got glue there, but what I might do is this. Where's those trees gone? I've got an idea. I've got an idea, guys. I've got an idea. Right, I've got some of these trees. And what I might do is I might put some of this grass, stick it to the bottom. Stick my tree first there. Right, this is, come on, there. some glue there. There. See? So when I stick the image there, that should stay like that. That's the idea. Because now I've got the tree there. Now I have got another one. Just you. I don't want to cover it, see? It'll turn out. It always does. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. There. And have I got another one? Come on. Come on, give me another tree. Here's another tree. Oh, I've got some of these 1/24 trees. Now, one of these 1/24 trees are ideal for using with fairies. You've probably seen me use them in the past. There. Take the cobwebs out. The grass is at the bottom. The trees are at the side. That's what it looks like that. Now, stick her there and move those trees over a slight notch. I can always cut them at the back. See? Love the red tree, looks so much better. Sorry, got a phone call, gotta leave you. Love, looks great, Claire. Oh, bless. Bye, Susan. I love her. Right, now I'm gonna put I wanted some of my fairies, not too many, just to stick there. So when I stick it on the but when I stick it all together, it all falls. See? Now if I come and see this, everybody's starting to say hello to you when you disappeared.
I haven't been in. Hello, everyone. Bye, Susan.
Yeah, Susan's gotta go, bless her. What do you think, Chris? I did make a mess.
Well, I can't say your name. Oh, well. It's not in there. Hi, everyone.
I'm going to stick another one by there, I think, on the side. I'm going to stick the back. I'm going to put some sequins in. Hi, Chris.
Hi, everyone. I am something like. Hi, Chris. How's the apple crumble? It was lovely. I ate too much though, so I kind of struggle to eat it.
Right, now I've got an idea. Everything's just fallen. I'm going to stick my image now on the side there. You can see some butterflies in the mix. Now, I haven't got anything yay small that I can think of that I can stick inside. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like a... There you are. What about a pebble? Now, if I stick the pebble there, it'll almost look like as if it'll fit. Yeah, it will. It'll either look like water, or it'll look like a pebble stone. See? Can everybody see that? Looks like a pool of water. It does, doesn't it? Now I'm going to stick it all together. I'm going to start off at the bottom. I need a new glue stick. I just had to think for a minute what I was doing. So sorry guys, I was a bit quiet. I was just thinking. Right. Make sure that my image fits like so. It's going to be backed anyway with some felt. Right, this sticker this all the way around. Now I'm going to close it and then go around it this way, rather than me trying to stick it. It's all going to get covered. Now I've got an opening just here. See? Now I have got some of this sparkled sequins, or I'm going to add in some fairy dust, I think. I'm going to add some of this in. Oh, looks like a pool of water, or a magical dragon's egg and a queen fairy is checking up with the baby dragon. Just a view to think of a dragon, Shannon. Oh. Yes, I know I'm making a mess before anybody says anything. So that shakes. I like shaking bubbles. Just one enough. There. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no point me trying to go around the edge because I know that's not going to happen. Whereas if I, instead of trying to go around the edge, can you look at all the mess I've made? Polly, this is your fault. Shannon, this is your fault. Oh, 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 come on. Just cutting the paper down. Oh, that's actually coming done. No. What do you reckon? Shall I go back and correct it, or shall I leave it? That's coming done. Do you reckon? Shall I leave it, or shall I go back and glue it down on the bottom? I could prise it apart. The glue's not stuck yet. Oh, I can't believe that's coming done. Yeah, I was thinking that. No, wrong one. Let me see. Oh, come on. Right. Where's the purple gone? There. There, that shouldn't come undone now. I did think to do a shabby chic, and then I thought, nah, Claire, when you do fairy. There. There. It's glued. Right, now that's glued, I'm going to move that aside because I can clean up my mess later. And I'm going to go around the edging. I've got some next to me. I've got some of this trim and I've got some of this Christmassy trim. This is actually on a ribbon. See? And then it's got like entwine. As a child, I played with pine cones and they were dragon ends. I had a very wild imagination as a kid, so do good's not grown up. Nah, none of, I don't think any of us grow up, really. Did we ever grow up from that kid? Right, I'm going to put a bit of felt on the back. And then, this is just the excess glue, this is. And then I'm going to decorate the outside. I don't know. Right, I've got some yellow. And I'm going to use, shall I use that or shall I use, I'm going to use this. It's Silk Sahari. Sahari? Do us crafters ever grow up? Do you reckon we do? Or do we all stay quite young? Now I'm going to fold my, fold my ribbon. I'm going to fold it like that so it gives it that bit of strength. And I'm going to glue it on the back. And then the lid, that was the lid to this bauble, can go on my other bauble. Right? And then I'm going to work my way around. I don't think us crafters ever grow up. No, crafters still stay young. The thing is, if we're young, right, as crafters, do you reckon we could... Right, I've got an idea. And I don't know whether to go for it and tell you my idea or what you think. Right, I've been having a look on YouTube and it's been in the sort of the making my line, you know, it's been in my mind for quite some time. And I know I've got a giveaway that ends tomorrow, by the way. I will do a video on that. It will end tomorrow, and I will announce the winner of that giveaway. No, my idea. Do you all guys want to know what my idea is? Right. You know how from looking on my Facebook page and from looking at YouTube, we all do from what I can see, we all do the same thing, just in different ways, and it shows out different. So would you like to know what I mean? What do I mean? Well, what I mean is you're not right. Let me start again. It's been in my head for quite some time, and I didn't know whether to do it, or I didn't know whether to go for it and do it, or whether to just see how everything panned out. This is what I mean. I'm going to show you in a minute, once I've done this binding all the way around here. I'm going to show you my flowers I've come up with. And I'm going to set a little challenge. Now, if you win the challenge, obviously you get a box of goodies like you would the giveaway. If you think it's a good idea, then we'll go ahead and do it. I've been making my flowers. Now, everybody makes their flowers in a different way. They have a different shape, they have different colours and all sorts. My idea was I want to do a spool in the shape of wood. I'm going to get Chris cut it out, and I want to fill it with flowers. Not foam or paper flowers that you can buy from the shop, because that would be too easy. I want to fill it full of handmade flowers. Right, so my idea is this. If you think it's a good idea, we'll go for it. I am going to do a little competition where we all make 2 flowers each, and the winner will get a big box of goodies. I'm putting the box together as we speak. There's going to be fabric in there. I've got some, I'll show you what's going to be in there. And my idea was, if we all made 2 flowers each, the winner would get the box of goodies. I wouldn't be drawing it. You'd each have a number. So when the flowers get sent to me, I'll give you a number. Then that number goes into the hat, like I would when I draw usually. So basically, if you want to join in, it's making 2 handmade flowers, and the winner will receive a big box of goodies. Can you see my bauble come into shape? Now, what do I mean? I mean this. Where's that gone? Right. In my box of goodies, now I'm putting the box together. If it works out, then I might do it again. I might not. I don't know. We'll see if it works out. This is what I'm going to be putting in the giveaway box. It's a long white skirt, right? And this is going to be one of the things that I'll put in. And it's going to be a big box. Now, I'm adding to the box all the time. So, the flowers. If you're interested, I want to show you something. Now, Jan, I have been doing the bauble, but I'm going to just put that down a second, because I want to show you the handmade flowers that I've been doing. So the flowers were, I want to make, I'm going to have Chris cut a shape of a spool in wood, and I'm going to have all my flowers handmade from everybody stuck on this spool in my room. How do you send the flowers in? Right, if you're interested, send me an email, and then I will forward my address onto you via email. Then it's up to you then what type of flowers you want to make, whether you want to make them big or small. So it could be any size flower, it could be made out of any size fabric, it could be any size paper flower. It could be a paper flower, it could be a foam flower, it could be a fabric flower. Just 2 flowers that are handmade, any size. These are the type of flowers I've been making. So any size. They could be big flowers, small flowers. So that is sort of my idea I've had in my head for quite some time. And if you're interested, that would be my idea. See these flowers that I've been making? Now you can make them any size. You can make them as big or as fluffy as you want. You can make them as square or as round as you want. Can it be a flower that is attached to a pincushion? I don't understand what Angie's saying. So basically all I'll be asking for is 2 handmade flowers, because what I'm thinking of, if it's just 2 handmade flowers, then the postage will be low, which means it won't cost that much to post 2 handmade flowers. That was my meaning. Now I could say I wanted 4 handmade flowers. I could say I wanted 2. I could say I want 6. But the thing is, if I up the number, then the postage becomes more. So if we say between 2 to 4, then it's up to you how many you make. Okay, 2 will do you just as well. 2 will, you'll have your name in the hat. You'll get given a number via an email. And that number then will go in the hat. So names are not going in the hat, the numbers are. So you'll get given a number. Now, the questions, any type of questions, hit me with them. How long do we have to complete the task? Okay, let me have a look at my phone. Calendar, that's what I wanted. Now, I do know that YouTube is open worldwide. So I've got some international followers that will, some people from America to Italy to wherever. But I know, so to give them the time to make it, shall we say to make between 2 and 4 handmade flowers. It can be made out of anything, crocheted paper, anything. Shall we say 6 weeks? No, let me try and work this out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th of October. Does that sound good for everybody? Is that going to give everybody enough time to make between 2 and 4 handmade flowers? And that it would be my little competition. If you are interested, I will write my email down. Email me. 2 flowers will get you in the competition. I'll obviously put all your flowers in. 2 flowers will get you in, so it's up to you whether you want to make between 2 and 4. Okay, never made flowers before, but I'll give it a go. Oh, thank you, Tiana. Sharon says yes, is a good idea. Shannon's agreed that'll be a good idea. Gargoyle, I'm away for the whole month of September and I have no internet, of course, so I'll make them tomorrow. Oh, brilliant, Elena. Polly says sounds like a plan. Brilliant. Right, so this is my email address. So I'm giving everybody till the 7th of October to complete between 2 and 4 handmade flowers. You'll all be given a number and the email address. So you need to send me an email to say that yes, you're in the competition. If you haven't sent me an email, then I can't put your name forward. Because I know if it's by email, then it'll be easier for me to go, right, yeah, that person's interested, and it'll be a lot easier for me to give everybody's numbers rather than go from Facebook to YouTube so if everybody sends me an email to say they're interested in this competition, then that's where we'll go. So it's the flower competition. I won't be judging it. You'll all get given a number, like I say, and then the number will go in the hat. Okay, and the winner will receive a box of goodies from me. Now, I've got some fabric, like I've just showed you, is a big long white skirt to go in. There's just bits and pieces I've been collecting for this little box. And I just think between 2 to 4 for handmade flowers, that would be, it's not going to be expensive to post, because that was the thing that I had in mind. Especially for if you're overseas and you want to join in, I didn't want it to be a load of money on postage for you. So I think between 2 and 4, I don't know how much your standard postage is overseas, but ours is about $3.40 first class. That's if you want to send it first class. So this is the flower competition. I will put up video with what you know to clarify all this, so it won't be just in this live, so don't be panicking about that. So you got until the 7th of October this year to complete 2 and 4 handmade flowers. You send me an email address so I can put you down on, and it's not until you send me the flowers until I give you the number. So the minute I have the flowers, I'll give you a number. So Ava's got a question. Angie Paisley, did Fee make that flower? I don't understand that, Ava. I missed what you said about the flowers, but we'll watch. Right, so between 2 and 4 handmade flowers, up to you. Maximum 4. 2 will get you in the competition. Send me an email to say you're interested. I will put your name down on the list. It's not until I receive the flower until you get till I give you the number. And yeah, you get till the 7th of October to make between 2 and 4 hand flowers. I was right. So Shannon said, I shared the love and want to pass it home. No. All right, Shannon's just letting everybody know about the flower Angie Paisley got. Technically, a pincushion don't count. No, I did catch the comment, Angie Paisley, about a handmade flower that is attached to a pincushion made out of. No, that doesn't count. It's got to be your handmade flower, Miss Shannon Paisley. I know, Shannon. There we are. So that's my little flower competition. So I hope you join in. I like to say that there will be a big box of goodies. Please don't worry about, these are only handmade flowers. So I don't want you panicking about, I've only done flowers and I haven't sent goodies. I'm not expecting any goodies. I really am not. Just the flowers I'll be more than happy with. So between 2 and 4 and you'll be in the competition. Is it 2 flowers and can they be different? So you can make the flowers via paper, wool, fabric, foam. You can add things to your flowers like pearl, ink, bling, you name, feathers. You can add to your flowers. So you can make them as big or as little as you want them to be. You can make them out of anything, because let's face it, we all make flowers in different ways. Now I've done a couple of videos between you and Facebook, and I've showed how I make my flowers, but how I make my flowers can be totally different to how you make yours. So that's why I was thinking of a little flower competition. So you can make them as big or as small as you want them to be. Any more questions? Any more questions? Or is everybody... I will put a video out tomorrow just to clarify what the flower competition is, what you need to do. But between maximum 4, minimum 2 flowers to send. Yeah, and I hope that you'll join in the competition. I'd love it if you would. Now I'm going to finish this bauble. There's not much to do to it. I've backed it with my felt and I've gone round it in like a binding. So all I'm going to do now to finish this off, I've got some pearl string. Oh, and my little captured fairy. And I'm going to start you. Let you absorb the flower competition, and then I'm going to go down this edge. Down the edge. Can I send a beautiful flower or 2 that a lovely Welsh lady sent me? Ava, would that be me? The flowers don't count if somebody else has made them. Nice try, Angie and Eva. I tell you what, you got to watch them. Polly, I was setting you in charge. Oops, come on. And I've still got my other half of bauble left, because I only used 1/2 of the bauble, didn't I? Oops. There. That is my captured fairy in a bauble. Now I can tidy all this up at the back. But yeah, that's my little captured fairy. And she's got some sequins in there to make her move. She's got a bit of trees and some butterflies from the cake topper things. Love your project, Colette. Thank you, Gargoyle. I will have to buy fight. Sorry, Colette. Love you, ladies. Bye, Angie. Good practice for me as I don't make flowers, so we'll try. Oh, brilliant, Shannon. Nice work, Colette. Can't wait to alter my bauble. Bye, Angie Brown. Bye, Angie Brown. Right, so that's my bauble. And these are the flowers I've been making. I'll show you guys again. I love these. These are made out of that material that Polly sent me. And I will be doing an upcoming video on how I made them. That one's actually made a little bit different to these. That's my little fuzzy bear flower, as I keep calling him. So made out of different materials. So I will be doing a video on these soon. I got to do the part 2 of the videos that I've been doing. I did part 1 yesterday. I've got to do part 2 coming up. So that's my little project. For my first ever bauble, it's not that bad. And I get to keep the other half of it. See? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So any questions? Do you guys want to know anything? Or no? We're all quiet tonight. Nice work, Clark. Can't wait to alter my bauble. Neither can I, Angie Paisley. You better have that on your checklist, on your videos. Polly says, I love making roses. Shannon says, cool bauble, love it. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Pretty flowers. Lovely bauble, Ava says. Oh, brilliant. I'm glad you guys think so. Like I say, perhaps when I do my second bauble, it'll be a bit tidier. I don't think I've been making anything else. Oh, would you like guys to see something before you go? Let me just tidy up here and I can show you something. I have been making a doily book. Now, the doily book I've been making for... Who have I been making this for? Polly. Of course I know who I'm making it for. Polly. This is the doily book. And I've yet to stick the picture on. But the picture's going to be stuck like that. And then that like that. And then it's going to have sort of wedding appliques all the way around. So that is sort of the basis of my doily book. You guys can't see. Why can't you see? There. I've even done some different beading on the side. Just wondering how big this piece of wood is going to be. How big is your room? Well, the big of wood. Oh, lovely work tonight. Thank you, Polly. Do mine tomorrow, Shan. That's so pretty. The big of wood. Well, it all depends on how many flowers I get, but they'll all be put on there. But yeah, need a big room. So that's the first page. I have been working on it slowly. I made some of these nice roses, and it's got a bit of dangle to it as well. And then I open it up, and then it's just got pages that I've created. See? And all I've done is I've tied it with some ribbon and lace. All you do, you just go through the holes and you tie it. So I've been working on that. That's what I've been working on when I'm not doing everything else. But yeah, that's great. Love the doily book. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Ava said the book is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Ava. Loving that book. Thank you, Angie Paisley. Love this doily book. Thank you, Gargoyle. Polly says beautiful. Polly said is stunning. Oh, love it. Polly, my dear, this is coming to you. Just to say thank you for giving me the cuddle bug. I have been using it. Look, one of the dies gave me. Look at that. I've been using it. It's amazing. It's amazing. I even made a green one. I don't know why. I just did. So anyway, I'm glad you've come on tonight. Any questions at all, leave them in the comment section. I love reading your comments. I love hearing from everybody. It's been a pleasure, as it always is, with you all. Sorry I've been a bit quiet tonight. I have been a bit quiet. I don't know why that is. I just have. Maybe it's just one of those days. But I do thank you all for coming, and I will look forward and I look out for all your flowers. But if you'd love to join in, send me an email. My email details are collectgarland88@gmail.com. So send me an email and then I will go from there. Okay? I will speak to you all on Tuesday with another project, but keep an eye out for how I made the flowers part 2 and 3. It's been such a pleasure speaking to you all tonight, and I've loved every single minute of it. So catch you all on Tuesday. Take care. Bye for now. Bye now.